adding fractions. There we go. Okay, so let's say we wanted to do 1 half plus, say, 1/3. Now let's do a little easier. Let's do 1/2 plus. Let's change this a little bit. Do 1/4 plus 3/4. Just some really basic addition. So you do, because the denominators are the same, just add the numerators. So you get 4, 4, which equals 1. So 9. Sometimes fractions are a little more complex. Like let's say it would be 1/4. That's a pretty bad 4, but we'll live with it. Plus, let's say 1/2. Now, because the denominators are different, you have to change them. So we need to change this 2 to a 4. So something we can do is times both sides by 2/2. We can do this because when you times a number by 1, it's still a number. So that gets you 1/4 plus 2/4. And then, Caitlin, can you tell me what 1/4 plus 2/4 is?
3/4.
Yeah. Oh, 3. Now, let's say you wanted to do a number just maybe a little more complex. Like, so this time you wanted to do 1/4 plus, let's say, 1/3. Now, see the denominators not equal. There's not a really easy way to do it. So something we can do is find the least common multiple for the numbers that both of these can get that are small. So the multiples of 3 would be 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Then 4. The multiples of 4 are 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. They go on for a long, keep on going. Well, we have to find a number that both of these equal. We look here, we see 12. So we change the denominators to 12. So for 1/4, we just do 1/4 times 3, 'cause it's the third one. Then plus 1/3 times. Dominic, do you wanna what number would we times to get the denominator to 12 for 1/3?
Um, um,
3 times what number gets us 12?
four.
Yep, let's drop 4. So we'll go 4. Then the numerator would also be 4 because it equals 1. Then that gets us 3 12s plus 4 12s. It's 7 12s. Okay, now let's go to some of them. Just let's say we wanted to do 2/3 plus 3 is already to the 3. Okay. Claire, what do you think we would get when we had 2/3 and 3/8?
6/24, which could be 1/4.
You're close. You're thinking of multiplication. What if we did addition? Right. Adding the 2 fractions. Let's do it. What do you think the least common multiple would be? So we have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15.
24.
Yeah. So then 2/3, 8/8, and plus times 3. And that would equal 16 plus 9, which is then Claire, what would this equal?
Kinda don't get this. Oh my god. This part.
So do you understand why we need to change it to 24?
Yes, but I don't get this part over here.
Okay, yeah. So we have 2/3. Then if we wanted to change the bottom to 24, what would we do?
Times 8.
Yeah. If we times the bottom by 8, what do we have to do by the top? With the top?
Also times 8.
Yeah. So then we do the same process for the second one. We want to change this to 24. What number would we have to do it times it by?
3.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. And then we get 25, 24, and you.
Also, isn't the multiplication like, I'm just gonna
Yeah, sure.
use this fraction we have over here as an example. Times 38. It's these two times each other and then these two times each other.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that real soon.
Okay.
But yeah, that's how you do it. So then let's do a few more practice problems. Let's do so 3 eighths plus 2 tenths. Minus
No.
tenths. Caitlin, do you wanna walk me through the steps I have to do to solve this problem?
Um, well,
So first we would have to find the least common multiple of 8 and 10. Do you know what number that would be? Least common. So we have 8, 16, 24, 32, 40. Then for the 10, it's 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. Caitlin, can you tell me the least common multiple of these two numbers? So the least common multiple is the smallest multiple of 8 and 10. We have 16, 24, 32.
2, 2, 40,
Yeah.
40.
So we have to change these two to 40. So what would we times 3/8 by? Get the denominator to 40.
Easy.
We'd have to times by 5. Yeah. 5, 5. And plus 2 over 10 times 4 over 4. Dominic, can you tell me what these two fractions are? Oh. Or the great circle. For the
Like what they are together.
no, just tell me what the two fractions would be. And just times just by this, that by that.
2. Wait. Would it wait? Does it include the 3/8 times 5/5?
So just multiply the top and then multiply the bottom. So what's 3 times 5?
15.
Yeah. But then 8 times 5 is
40.
yeah. We do the same for the other side. 2 times 4. What's 2 times 4?
8.
Yeah. And then 10 times 4.
40.
Yep. Then we add them together, we get
Can y'all be quiet? Hush. Um, um,
just add the top 15 plus 8.
21.
Close. Just a little higher.
23.
Yep, that's right. 23 over 4. And we can't simplify that, so it's just 23 over 4. Let's do one more problem before we move on. Yeah, let's do one more. Well, let's go. Let's go a little more difficult. 3. Oh, that's not a good thing. Let's redo that. 3. There, that's fine. 3 halves. Improper fraction plus 9 fifths. Another improper fraction. And then Claire, could you tell me the least common multiple of 2 and 5?
10,
Yep,
I think.
that's right.
Yeah.
10, so times, so then 2 times 5. 2 times 5 equals 10. Plus 9 times 2 over 2 times 5. Pass that out a little bit. We get 15 over 10 plus 18 over 10. Then, Caitlin, can you tell me what 15 tenths plus 18 tenths equal?
Oh, sorry. Um, 33.
Yep, that's right. And then the bottom is just 10. Yeah. So do you guys all understand adding fractions? Or do you guys want me to do one more? Okay. Wait, do you want to do more? Or Claire, do you want me to do a few more, or do you think you're good?
I'm good.
Okay. So we'll knock out multiplication real quickly. When I was like thinking over this like lesson, I didn't realize that we had to I kind of have to do multiplication for addition. Probably should have. But we'll probably just breeze right through this. So we'll just do, like Claire said, just times the top and the bottom. So let's say 1/2 times 3/4. It's just easy, nice and simple. Times the bottom, 3 times the top. So what you do is just 1 times 3. Over 2 times 4. And we get 3/8. Okay, so let's say what did you do? This time, let's say 1/3 times 1/4. Similar to the problem we just did, but so the top would be 1 times 1. Then Dominic, what would the bottom to be for this one?
Can you repeat that?
Yeah, sure. So when we do 1/3 times 1/4, we already multiplied the top, which would be 1 times 1. Then what would the bottom of the fraction be?
Um, 3 and 4.
Yep, that's right. And what operation do we do? 3 times 1. Yeah. And we get 1. Well, then there's some things you can do. So let's say you did 2/3 times, say like 1/4. We could do it this way. 2 times 1 over 3 times 4 gets you 2/12. Claire, can you tell me what 2/12 simplified is?
1/6.
Yeah, 1/6. So we could keep doing this, or I could show you guys something. So when we do 2/4 or 2/3 times 1/4, you can see there's a 4 here. What is it? 4 here. We have a 2 here. So we can simplify. Take out the 2, take out the 4, divide both by 2. So now we have 1, 2. And now it's just 1/3 because we simplified times 1/2. Now that just equals 1/6. Now we don't have to simplify. That was a pretty bad circle. Probably should redo it. Doing the circle. Draw. Why not highlighted? 1/6. There we go. Okay. So let's do a few of these problems. Say we had 2/3 again. No, I messed up. 3/4. Times. So 5/9. Then, Caitlin, do you see any numbers we can simplify for 3/4 times 5/9?
No.
So we can simplify like this way, this way, this way.
Oh.
So what two numbers could we simplify here?
Mm.
Claire, would you like to help and chime in?
We could simplify 3 and 9. So
Yeah.
the 3 becomes a 1 and the 9 becomes a 3.
Yeah. And how'd you do this?
Well, 9 and 3 are both divisible by 3. So you divide 9 by 3 and then you divide 3 by 3, so you get 1, and then you put 1 in the place that where 3 was, and then you put 3 in the place where 9 was, I think.
Yeah, nice job. And then we just do.
And then you just times the top and the bottom.
Yeah, we get 5/12. Let's just do a few more problems. Let's say you had 2, 3/8. times 4/12. Dominic, could you guide me through how you would approach this problem?
Um, mm,
What numbers could we simplify here?
the 8 and the 12.
Yeah, and how would we simplify it?
Wait, what?
So we can simplify a few numbers here, make them a little smaller. Like, how would you do it?
Um, by
So we could look diagonal, see we have 3, 12, 8, 4. Then how would you simplify this?
um, um, I feel like I know the answer. Okay. By um, oh my goodness. Okay. 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 You would divide
3 and 12. What's the relationship?
they're both not.
They're both divisible by what number? 3 and 12. What number can I divide 3 and 12 by? That gives me a whole number other than 1.
Four.
Lows. 3 times 4 equals 12. But if I wanted to divide both numbers by something and get a whole number with no decimals, just a factor, common factor. It can be the number too. So it could be, is 3. Yeah, it could be 3. So the factor would be 3. Yeah, so we would divide those two sides. So it'd be 1 8 times 4 fourths. Then how would we simplify the 8 and 12?
Um, by
Same thing we did the other side.
um, taking 4. I mean,
What numbers can I divide 4 and 8 by?
4.
What numbers can I divide 4 and 8 by? A common factor. 4 and 8. What's the number? Divide by.
I don't know.
Divide by 2. So we get 2, 4. And then what could we divide these two numbers by? What's the factor of 2 and 4? Do you know what a factor is?
Sort of.
It's a number you can divide something by. I'll just do a quick overview of that. So you know how multiples are like numbers we can go bigger than? So like, let's say 3. Multiples 3 are 3, 6, 9, 12. But then we could also go the other way. Instead of going to see what numbers are bigger, we could go and see what numbers are smaller. So for let's take 12, factors would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and then 12. You see how all these numbers you can divide 12 by all get you 12. You do 2 times 1 times 12, 2 times 6, 3 times 4. So for these problems, we're just trying to factor them. So 8 and 4. Do it over here. 8 and 4. Claire, could you tell me the factors of 4?
One.
Yeah.
2 and 4.
Yep, nice job. Then, Caitlin, can you tell me the factors of 8?
Mm. Yeah. 1, 2, 4, and 8.
Yep, that's right. The thing's not a perfect square, usually has an even number of factors. So, Dominic, for 8 and 4, what would the greatest common factor be? The biggest number they both have in common for these two.
4.
Yep, that's right. So then to simplify up here, how do we simplify 4 and 8 then?
By 4.
You have to divide both by 4. So it'd be 1/2 times 1/4, which gets us 1/8. Yeah. Dominic, do you kind of understand it now?
A little bit better.
Okay. Let's do one more problem, then we'll move on. So let's say let's do 1/2. Oh. Let's do an improper fraction. 1/3 times 9/5. Get us Claire. What numbers could we simplify for 1/3 and 9/5?
Still 3 and 9.
Yeah. So get just one.
9 would be 3, and then 3 would be 1.
Yep. 3/5.
Which is 3/5.
Yeah.
Because both sides are 1, so it's literally to the other side.
Okay. Now let's talk subtraction.
我也没
Subtract-
翘杠子吧？
Subtraction is really similar, pretty much the same as addition, except this time you're subtracting. So let's say 3/4 minus 1/2. Then we would just do the same thing we did last time. 3/4 stays the same. Times 2 top and bottom for 1/2. So then we get 2/4. So at the end of the day equals 1/4. 1/4. So let's do a few problems. This one. Yeah, okay, let's do clear. How would you do this problem? 1/4 minus 1/8.
4 times 2.
Yeah. That gets us 2/8.
And
And the
Yeah.
1/8 stays the same.
so 1/8.
Yep. That's how we do it. And do maybe
你
say
告
one
诉
more.
我不行啊。
Say we did 10. Let's do a whole number. What if we did 10 minus say 1/9? That's actually a really big number. Let's do 1/3. Little small. So Caitlin, how do we do this one? 10 minus 1/3. We know whole numbers are just over 1.
10 over 1.
Yeah, what would the common and the least common multiple for these two?
Least common.
Yeah. Here's the smallest number of these two. Smallest multiple of 1 and 3.
3. Oh,
Where I see your hand, I'll ask you for the next problem.
3.
Yep, 3. So it'd be 3,
3.
4, 3 minus 1/3, which equals 1/9, or you could change it to a mixed number if you wanted to. Just 9 2/3.
2/3.
So let's do division now, which is pretty much the same as multiplication. So let's say you wanted to do 1/4 divided by, let's say, 1/2. Pretty much all you do is flip the second fraction around. So then you get 1/4 times 2/1. Now you can multiply because you flip the fractions. Then equals 2/4 or 1/2. So then we can see this another part of our life. It's like if we did 4 divided by 2. What it actually is 4/1 times 1. Then we could do 4 times 1/2. It does 2 because we cancel these 2 out. Okay, pretty much all you do is that. So let's say we're going to do say 1/3 divided by say 1/5. Clear, how do you do this? I'll make the 5 look a little nicer.
我在前面。
1/3 divided by 1/5.
So flip the second fraction.
Yeah.
So it's, no, wait, not that.
Oh yeah, my bad, myself.
It's 1/3. It's not 1/3 times 5/1, which is 5.
Yeah. Struck. Oh.
So 5/3.
Yeah, my screen just froze. Let's just. There we go.
The answer is 5/3. By the way. 3.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
Oops. And then times 5/1. I'm just gonna draw this for you because you didn't finish
Yeah,
it.
sure. 5/3.
That was terrible. Why am I so bad at drawing my screen now? 5/3, which is 1, 2/3.
Yeah. Let's just do one more problem. Let's say. Let's do 1/6 divided by 1/2. Caitlin, how would we do this problem? 1/6 divided by 1/2.
Mm. 1/6. How does it mean?